We're going to look at something very interesting here, and that is the photo gallery option. WordPress has always had a photo gallery option, but not with as many styles as it has now. So we'll take a look at that. To get to the gallery, we're going to click on this little button over here, Add Gallery. I've already got some photos loaded just to save some time, so I'm going to go to my media library and I'm going to select some photos. These are some photos that were taken for an issue of Countenance magazine, just FYI, a few years ago. And as you can see, as I select on the ones that I want, they come up with the little check marks, and the ones I don't want are just left unchecked. You can check as many or as few as you want. When you've got them all together, just click Create New Gallery. You're going to see this next. This is going to give you the option to put captions for each image. I would definitely recommend that if your images are anything other than just purely decorative. It's a really helpful way of giving your users or your readers more information about the photos. So you usually don't want to just kind of take for granted that they're going to know exactly what the photo is of. So if you kind of intuit what sort of information will be helpful to them and put that in the caption, it's a good idea. But I'm going to skip over that part for now just for time's sake, and I'm going to click Insert Gallery. When it comes up, you're going to see this sort of view where we have the photos stacked on top of each other with sort of small to large. When we come over here to the right side, we can adjust that. We can set it so that it's all one column and all the photos are the same size. We could set it for a number of different columns. We can also try other arrangements as well, and so we get the bigger pictures on the bottom and then some small pictures on the top. You can move pictures around, by the way. If you go to the top corners and click on the little arrows, you can adjust their placements. Another thing that is very interesting and helpful about this new option in Gutenberg when working with photos is this little icon, which lets you change your block type or style. When we come over here, we can switch, for example, our images to different looks. So we can use a tiled gallery if we want. This may take a second or two to come up depending on my current internet speed. But you can see it's sort of forming a tile pattern. And you could also do circles. So I'm going to switch over to circles. I think I made it a little mad there. Okay, there it goes. And now we see our images in circle pattern. I think, again, some of them are taking a little bit longer to show. We go back to our options. We can, oopsie, we go back to our options. There it is. We can try another thing, which is the slideshow. The slideshow has always been in WordPress as well. It's just sort of in a different place now, and this lets people see, of course, your images one at a time in a slideshow view that will either automatically play or they can click ahead to each image. You can also set transition effects for that slideshow and decide if you want it to autoplay between slides or not, and that would be right here. So those are some of the options when you're working with a lot of images at the same time in a post, or just setting up a gallery on a page. Think about the best way to display your images so they make sense to your users and so that they're also going to be informative and in a well organized, helpful pattern.